Hello there, very good afternoon and welcome to Lunchtime News on TV1 for the news first where the people come first. I'm Martin Satya Nason. Let's start off with a look at your headlines for this afternoon. Permit system for imports of wheat flour suspended. Tax increase to 27 rupees. Many state bank branches open today to facilitate Aswasuma benefit withdrawal. Kajugama bus accident claims the life of one, 9 injured. Final Randoli Perahara of the annual Esala Maha Perahara tonight. Asia Cup 2023 begins today. Watch live on TV1 and www.sirosatv.lk. Now those stories in detail. Today marks Nikini Full Moon Poya Day, a significant occasion in the Buddhist calendar. To commemorate this day, various religious ceremonies have been arranged in temples across the country.
According to the Buddhist tradition, the first Dhammasangayana was held under the patronage of King Ajasatha, with Mahakashyapathero presiding and established Tripitaka, the Buddhist scriptures. Anandathero, who was the chief attendant of the Lord Buddha and the treasurer of Dharma, attained the state of Rahat on a day of Nikini Poya. It is said that the construction of the Seruavila Mangala Chaitya commenced on a day like today, enshrining the relic of Lord Buddha. The devotees who visited temples engaged in religious rituals since morning.
The Sirosa TV Poya Day event is being held today, centering on the Malvatu Mahaviharaya in Kandy and the historic Lellava Gangarama Viharaya. The program commenced at 6 a.m. with an artificial ceremony. Subsequently, the Sirasa Damsara Dhamma sermon took place. The sermon was conducted by Professor Venerable Siambalagoda Dhammindahimi of Mahanama College, Colombo. The topic of discussion during the Damsara sermon was the proud history of the Malvatu Viharaya. The Sannasa speech was conducted by the Sanganayaka of the Mahadisava of Ratnapura, Venerable Vatrukumre Dhammaratana Thero. The Turunusita Dhamma sermon was conducted by Venerable Sagama Anumadasi Thero. Prominent preacher Akila Vimanga also attended the event.
The customary religious puja held at the Shakya Malakaya opposite the headquarters of the Capital Maharaja Group on every Poya Day was held today as well. Senior figures and employees attached to the A.F. Johns, a subsidiary company of the Capital Maharaja Group, generously sponsored today's religious puja.
The Dhamsavya Poya Day program is being held centering the Sri Veera Parakrama Narendra Singha Rajamahaviharya in Kundasale, Kandy today to mark Nikini Full Moon Poya Day.
This temple was constructed close to Mahavali River by King Veera Parakrama Narendra Singha, who is considered to be the last Sinhalese king. Poya Day activities at the temple commenced early this morning and were presided over by Venerable Rambukwella Sudasi Thero.
Students studying at the Dhamma school attached to the Udayanagoda Viharaya in Pattagama Aranayaka are facing difficulties due to the dilapidated condition of the building.
The Dhamma education at the Udayangoda Vihara in Aranayaka is conducted at the Sri Jnanodaya Dhamma School. The building is in a dilapidated condition and the situation gets worse during the rainy season. The parents of the young students are requesting the authorities to refurbish the building and improve the education of the children.
The final Randoli Perahara of the annual Asala Maha Perahara of the Temple of the Sacred Tooth Relic is set to parade the streets this evening in Kandy.
The Asala Perahara is considered to be the biggest cultural event in Sri Lanka. The police has placed a special traffic plan around for the duration of the event. Special train and bus services are also in operation for those who wish to witness this spectacle. The fourth Randoli Perahara was held last night. The casket of the relic was carried out by the Vasana Taska of the Ruhunu Kataragama temple.
The state banks are open today despite being a holiday, only for the purpose of withdrawing Aswasuma welfare benefits. State Minister of Finance Ranjit Siyambalapitiya stated accordingly all the banks will be open between 8 a.m. to 3 p.m. today.
Many people who arrived at the banks in Kurunegala had returned as a result of not having funds in their bank accounts. Banks in Hatton were also open today to facilitate Aswasuma welfare benefit withdrawals. News First cameras captured these visuals near the banks in several areas in the island.
Wheat flour import duty has been increased since midnight yesterday. The tax of 16 rupees imposed so far will increase to 27 rupees. An import tax of 6 rupees has been imposed for a kilogram of wheat kernels. Since midnight last night, the system of import license has been removed. The Minister of State of Finance, Ranjit Siyambalapitiya, said that the aim is to abolish the existing monopoly for the import of wheat flour and reduce the price through a competitive market system. In your weather update this afternoon, the Met Department stated prevailing showery condition is expected to continue in southwestern part of the island during the next few days.
The weather forecast indicates that fairly heavy showers, about 75 millimeters, can be expected at some places in western and Sabaragamu provinces and in Galle and Mathura districts. It further said showers or thunder showers will occur at several places in eastern and Over province and in Mullaitivu districts during the evening or night.
The dry weather has affected the lives of people from 18 districts in Sri Lanka.
This is the Ambagawatta rice field in Mahaludgammara in Lunugambehera. The entire rice field has dried up as a result of the arid weather conditions and not receiving water under the Mava-Ara water project. The farmers say that 80 acres worth of rice fields cultivated have now completely destroyed, resulting more than 45 families engaged in farming to face many issues. The farmers are requesting for compensation from the authorities.
First with the people. A head-on collision between two buses in Kajugama along the Colombo-Kandy main road claimed the life of one and injured 9 people. Police noted a bus transporting office workers collided with a SLTB bus. The injured were admitted to the Watupitiwala hospital. The driver of the private bus succumbed to his injuries. He was a 44-year-old resident of Dangovita. The SLTB bus driver was arrested. The Assistant Superintendent of Police attached to the Valikada Police, who was arrested in connection with the death of a woman who was working as the maid of teledrama producer Sudharma Nettikuma, has been further remanded until the 11th of September. She died while in remand custody. The Assistant Superintendent of Police was remanded after being produced before the Colombo Additional Magistrates Court. The ASP, who was arrested on the day of the woman's death, was working as the acting officer in charge of the Crimes Division of the Valikada Police. The deceased is a 42-year-old resident of Demodara named R. Rajakumari. A program was held yesterday under the vision of prosperity to provide permanent job appointments in public service for 620 graduates. This was shared by the governor of the Eastern Province, Senthil Thondaman.
මෙතනත් ඉන්නවා අපි අක්ක Facebook වල ගෝඨාකෝම් කියලා දාපු කට්ටිය. දැන් තමන්ගේ එක්සාක්කේ කියනවාදිනේ අතුම්සන්ට කියලා කියන්න ඕන වීරසිංහ මන්තුමාගේ මගේ නගරාධිපතිතුමාගේ ගැට ගහන්න ආපු කට්ටිය.
There are people here who initiated the Gota Gogama campaign. There are also people who attacked my house as well as the houses of Ministers Veera Singha and the Mayor. They try to gain information using these appointments. I am the one who made most of the appointments in this country, more than 800. Even after doing so, they come to attack us on the road that we made, using the lights we gave them, using the water they got from the pipes we gave them, and eating the food they bought using the wages we paid them. I am a person who has 2 degrees. I have no use for those degrees, but I have a lot of knowledge. If I ask the people here to write a letter, I know for a fact that none of them can compose a proper letter, but they post on social media like they know everything. They destroyed my house and the Minister Vimala Veera's house, and they set fire to the Mayor's house. But we have given appointments to 600 people. Not even 5 people have asked what happened. Not that we expect them to ask, but they had a responsibility to ask. They didn't ask us. We have to speak about this.
The Mathura District Conference of the National Trade Union Centre was held yesterday.
ජනතාව ඒ ජයග්‍රහණයත් එක්ක ඒ පැත්තට ජයග්‍රහී පැත්තට එකතු වෙමින් පෙළ ගැහිමින්
If we are in a situation where the rulers are leaving without letting the people's franchise take its course, where does this leave us? The school system is in a major crisis. It is in such a crisis that we are taxed 12,000 rupees monthly. They tax us, they take loans and they sell it off. Everyone says Ranil Wickremesinghe brought this country back to its feet.
බදු ගන්නවා ණය ගන්නවා විකුණනවා අනිල් වික්‍රමසිංහ දැන් කට්ටියම කියන රට හැදුවා කියලා
මං ඊයේ පෙරේද හොයලා බැලුවා
There are only around 10,000 VAT files. I looked into this matter. We all pay VAT, but the Inland Revenue Department has only around 10,000 files. What happened to the rest? There is no need to increase taxes. We need to organize the taxes that are already there. This should be done by the Inland Revenue Department and Sri Lanka Customs and the Excise Department. The railway service should be strengthened not only with its machinery. While we protest and demand for what is ours, we must work to build the country.
In international news, Wagner chief Yevgeny Prigozhin's press service said the burial of the Wagner chief took place in a private funeral in St. Petersburg.
Wagner chief Yevgeny Prigozhin's press service said the ceremony in his home city was held in a closed format and all those, quote, wishing to say goodbye can visit the cemetery, unquote. The mercenary chief was confirmed dead by Russian officials after genetic analysis of 10 bodies found in a crashed plane on the 23rd of August near Moscow. The Kremlin has denied speculation it was to blame for the crash. All 10 people on board, including Prigozhin's right-hand man Dmitry Utkin, died in the crash northwest of Moscow.
Russia said that Ukraine launched armed drones against targets in 6 Russian regions, including an attack on an airport in the western city of Pskov, located near the borders of Latvia and Estonia, where military transport aircraft were reported damaged amid explosions and a huge fire.
Russia's defense ministry said on Wednesday morning that drones were also shot down over the region surrounding the Russian capital in what could be the biggest drone attack on Russian territory since Moscow's full-scale invasion of Ukraine last year. Russian news outlets report that a drone attack on Pskov in northwest Russia resulted in damage to 2 military transport planes. According to foreign media, the attack caused the Ilyushin 76 transport planes to catch fire. The local governor had stated that the military was fighting off an attack. He posted a video that showed the huge fire while explosions went off in the background. Although Ukraine rarely comments on strikes inside Russia, it has not denied involvement in the most recent attack. The nation is thought to have increased its use of explosive drones to attack targets within Russia in recent weeks. Meanwhile, Russia said it destroyed 4 military boats carrying up to 50 members of the Ukrainian special forces who were operating in the Black Sea. The Russian Defense Ministry wrote on the Telegram messaging app on Wednesday morning an aircraft destroyed 4 high-speed military boats around midnight Moscow time. The ministry said the boats were carrying, quote, landing groups of Ukrainian special operations forces with a total number of up to 50 people.
Low water levels caused by drought are forcing restrictions on number of ships allowed to transit through the Panama Canal.
Some 150 vessels are stuck waiting to pass through the Panama Canal, one of the world's most important shipping routes. The growing backlog comes after months of drought in Central America. As a result of reduced rainfall, low water levels have limited the number of vessels allowed to go through. Cargo deliveries have been delayed and supply chains hit worldwide. The Panama Canal, a vital passageway that moves 6% of the world's maritime commerce, will extend transit restrictions due to drought-induced low water levels.
Finally, in your sports news, Pakistan will take on Nepal in the first match of the 2023 Asia Cup in Multan today. All the matches of the tournament will be broadcast on TV1 and live streamed on www.sirasatv.lk.
The 2023 Asia Cup is jointly hosted by Sri Lanka and Pakistan, with 6 teams participating. Pakistan, Nepal and India will play in Group A, while Sri Lanka, Bangladesh and Afghanistan will play in Group B. Babar Azam will captain Pakistan, while Rohit Paudel will captain Nepal. The match is scheduled to begin at 3 p.m. Sri Lankan time.
From that, we bring to a close this edition of Lunchtime News on TV1. For details of the stories and much more, simply log on to our website www.newsfirst.lk. For the News First, where the people come first, I'm Martin Satyanesan. You take care and have a great day.